Okay, year seven. So we're just going to look at the story. We've heard it once, this dramatic and worthy of a soap opera story of the creation of time. And now we're just going to look at it in chunks. We're going to chunk it down. And as we do that, we're going to create a family tree just to help us secure some understanding of who was involved and what was happening. Now, as we go through, I've just got the boxes, but you can draw squiggly circles to put your information in. It doesn't have to be neat, sharp boxes. So at the top of the page, at the top of our family tree, we need to introduce the parents. So guys, who were the creators, the first generation? How would we copy and complete these first two boxes using the beginning of the story? So let's have a look again. Okay, so we've got the earth and the sky. The sky was called Uranus and the earth was called Gaia. Okay, so we're going to write Gaia the earth and Uranus the sky. Brilliant. Now, if you want, sometimes you can add extra notes. So what do we know about them? Well, they were in love. So you can maybe put a line connecting Gaia and Uranus and say that they were in love. Brilliant. Now, this box underneath them is the box to represent or to show us the children they had. So what T word describes the name of the children? What were their children of Earth called? What did they give birth to and what were they like? Brilliant. It's the Titans, and they longed to be able to stand up, to be free. But what were they trapped by? They were trapped by their father. So guys, we're just going to pause and we're going to write down that we've got Gaia the earth, Uranus the sky, and Titans who long to be free. Brilliant. Okay, or it might be long to be stand for the Titans, but they're trapped by the sky. So we're starting to get our people, our players in this story, aren't we? Now it says here you can start to add lines to connect the groups of people. So across the line or next to the line, you could write down what did Kronos do and who helped him. So Kronos was one of the Titans, wasn't he? What did he do? Which of his parents did he attack? Which of his parents did he go after? Brilliant, Uranus. So over where I've got the blue one under Uranus, we could just write a little note. Kronos attacks his father, or Kronos cuts his father. So we could write that on that side. Did Gaia try and stop Kronos? Did she stop her dad? What did she do? No, she helped, didn't she? Brilliant. So in this box over here, we could say Gaia helps Kronos. Brilliant. So we're just adding in the boxes who the people are, and around the boxes some notes just explaining their relationship. So you can just okay, so we've got Gaia up at the top there, Uranus the sky, and as he was killed, wasn't he, his blood created life, so we could add that to our box. Now you're not making new Gaia and Uranus boxes, you're just adding this to the information at the top of your family tree. We've now got the Titans free, yay. So they were trapped by their father, but now they're free. Brilliant. So it says here, what new details can we add? So underneath the Titans, can we add two new boxes to introduce Kronos and Rhea and the fact that they had children together? That would be good, wouldn't it? Okay, so we're going to add our new players to our family tree. So Gaia and Uranus are at the top because they're the beginning of this family, aren't they? Then we've got our group of three Titans, and part of the Titans were Kronos and Rhea, who went on to have children of their own. Okay, now this is where our story gets a little quirky, because what does Kronos do? He eats his children. Oh my gosh. So he eats his children, except for a child called Zeus, who is saved by his mother. So what we could say is in the Kronos box, he eats his children. Kronos is power hungry. In the children's box, we could say swallowed whole. Zeus escaped. Rhea helped. So you can just add to your family tree just notes. This doesn't have to be full sentences, guys. We're just adding notes to help us remember this really interesting family tree about Greek creation. So just add your new boxes and any details that you can add from that paragraph. Remember, keywords only. So Cronus, power hungry, ate his kids. Rhea helped Zeus escape. Zeus, the only child to escape. Okay, brilliant. Now, we're not adding new people at this stage, but we're going to add new information, okay? So remember, you can put information in the box or around it. So Zeus and his siblings waged war against Kronos and the other Titans. So we've got a war now. For years, this earth-shattering war between the gods and Titans continued. Huge rocks are hurled around. At last, Zeus was victorious. So we could say Zeus at war. Zeus wins the war. Now, where we've got the Titans were free, we might have to cross out that word free because now they're bound with chains and hurled down to the underworld. So it's a whole change. Okay, so again, we're just going to pause there and you can add your little notes. Brilliant. Now, so at the end of the family tree, the whole structure is completely changed. Guys, have you ever played Jenga? This is like the moment when the war was going on and Zeus wins the war. That's the point at which the Jenga tower collapses and it gets rebuilt. So how does our new tower, our new family tree have to be rebuilt? Well, Zeus is at the top. He is in charge. He lives at Mount Olympus. He has Hades, who rules over, can you find it? Brilliant, the underworld, Poseidon, the sea. Who are Prometheus and Epimetheus then? Okay, let's have a little look. Oh, they were two titans who were spared. In other words, they weren't chained down in the underworld. Whereas Titans, including Kronos, Zeus's dad, have been thrown down. So we've had this restructure. Society now looks completely different. Okay, so just add those last blocks to your table and we are done for today. Thank you guys for working so hard. I really appreciate it.